Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know to successfully land a graduate assistant, teaching assistant, research assistant kind of role. So make sure you keep watching today's video. So today's video is for you if you're thinking about applying to grad schools and you're thinking about getting these positions to supplement and to kind of like help with your finances while in grad school, or you are already in grad school and you're applying to these positions. This video is for you. I'll be sharing what you can do to successfully land these student jobs, these student roles, because they really add up, you know. They really add up. This is how many students are able to like cover their living expenses, sometimes even their tuition. So make sure you keep watching today's video. So if you don't even understand what a graduate assistant does or how, you know, it's different from research assistant roles, make sure you check out one of my previous videos. I'll link it up here somewhere. So make sure you check that video out. In that video, I explain the differences between those three roles. So if you are new to this process and you don't even know which one is right for you, make sure you check out that video. So that said, let's talk about how you can successfully land that role while you're in grad school or before you even get into before you resume school. So the first, or probably the most important thing you need to do as part of, you know, this process of trying to get these student roles is you need to know how to send good emails. And here's why this is important: because many of these roles are not advertised, especially the teaching assistant roles. Sometimes, actually many times in my experience, they aren't advertised on the school's portal or on the department's portal. So you kind of need to, I'm trying hard not to say hustle, but you need to kind of introduce yourself that you're looking out for this. And this is where a lot of international students miss out, because many of us don't know we can actually introduce ourselves to get these jobs, but many other people are introducing themselves to these professors and getting these TA and RA positions. So the first thing or the best thing you can do for yourself is to know how to introduce yourself in an email. So you need to know how to email professors and write about your background. And, you know, of course, you're not going to write an epistle or a very long email to professors. They don't have that time. So you want to write a really short email, but in that short email, you know, you have to get to the point. First thing you have to have in that email is something about your background, something about your experiences that have prepared you to be the best person, to be this professor's TA, or to be this department's GA for this specific kind of role they are looking for, if that role is advertised. If that role isn't advertised, you need to email in a way that, hey, I'm Professor this, I'm looking for this kind of TA positions with you or RA positions with you, and I know you are interested in this topic or subject area, or this is something you teach about, and I have some experience in this area. Even if you don't have any experience in that area, maybe you studied something related, mention it. Just think about what in my background or in my experience has prepared me for this role. Sometimes it's not the technical skills, sometimes it's the fact that maybe when you were in undergrad or when you were in college, you were supporting other professors that have worked in that area or that have been interested in that area. So that is something in your experience that has, you know, prepared you to be a good TA or RA for this professor. Or if you're writing to a department, it's the same thing. Talk about something in your experience, your background that has prepared you. Or sometimes it's just like you are really passionate about that topic area and you talk about like what is fueling your passion. So think about, why should this person care about me when they are reading this email? Like, would they really want to just talk to me just from reading my email? So your background and experience and how it's related to, you know, this position is one thing you need to write in that email. Another thing is to have a call to action, like, you know, if you have this role I'm interested in, I would really love to chat. I would really love to have a conversation. I would really love to maybe send my resume so you learn more about me, or, you know, just ask for something so the person knows you're asking a question and the person can respond, oh, I wouldn't like to chat because this role is not open, or yes, we should actually chat because I'm considering hiring someone for this role for next semester, something. Well, ask for something. And if you've also taken that class before, this is for those of you that are already in grad school, if you've taken that class in your first year, you should also mention it. You know, I've taken this class in my first year and I performed really well in the class, so I really enjoyed it and I really look forward to supporting you in teaching this same class for the next year. So that's the first thing you need to do. You need to know how to send emails, really good emails, to the department or to professors you like to work with. After you've sent that email, many times the professor or the department, they will invite you for an interview. They will call it an interview. They'll say, oh yeah, let's chat. But of course, think about it as a casual interview. They're trying to figure out if they would like to work with you. So when you go for that conversation or for that interview, a couple of things you should have in mind. First is they want to learn more about those things you shared in the email, if you had sent an email, as I talked about. But the first thing is your experience, your background, you know, why you're the best person for this role. Think about that and already prepare your mind to share more about your experience or certain parts of your experience that you think will be relevant. The second thing that you should think about is why you really want to work with them. You know, try to sound like it's less about the money and more about maybe the experience or more about their personality or something, and think about this as something that will be beneficial for, you know, to them and, you know, beneficial for you as well. So think about the fact that it has to be beneficial both ways. Think about something different that you are bringing to the table, and you know, just how you will contribute or why you really want to work with them. That's the second thing you need to think about. The third thing you want to think about is to just go to that conversation with some ideas on not really what can be better, because you're not going to position it that way, but something you have been thinking about that would be great to enhance that class or that research topic. Or, you know, professors also like to kind of run ideas through students, so they kind of get a different opinion or anything to just make that class or that, you know, research they're working on better. So try to go with one or two ideas of what you think you can do, or what you think the professor should be doing, or what you think you could work together on to make that class or that topic, you know, to make it more successful. So that is something you should also go into that conversation with, and that will really help. One more thing, especially if you have TA'd before or you've been an RA before, you should also mention sort of how you performed in those positions, some extra things you did, and how you're really interested in those, in doing more of those things in this role if you're given the opportunity. So just in summary, go to that conversation ready to share your experience, ready to share why you're the best person to be hired, and also ready to share ideas about how you would make a difference or how you'll make that research or that class a better one. So go to that conversation just having prepared for these things, and usually they're going to be wild and they would want to bring you in to support in that program. But also know that if you work with a professor once, your chance, like, there's the possibility you work with that professor multiple times, because let's face it, nobody wants to be recruiting every time. So if they have a good experience with you, that's a good way for you to build up your cash and also have a professor that really likes you. So you should know that working well with this professor, when they have something relevant to your experience, as again, they would invite you, and this time you don't really have to interview because they've worked with you before. And when you're chatting with another professor, you can also use them as to get referral to that other professor, and that really helps you as a grad student trying to, you know, get good experience while in school and also trying to get some cash. So I hope you found today's video helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more grad school videos about how you can thrive in grad school. So let me know in the comment section right now if you are applying to any GA positions, if you are applying to any RA or TA positions already, if you're in school, or if you're considering it now that you are just applying to grad programs. Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you have any questions about interviewing, and if you are worried about whether or not you should say something, or if there are points you just want to run by me, let me know in the comment section as well, and we'll have a conversation about that. If you like today's video, you'll definitely like the next one. Make sure you subscribe so you know when I post, and I'll see you in my next video.